Laser dinosaur. Okay, today we're going to be talking about poetry again, and here is one poem of 2 stanzas. Okay, stanza 1, stanza 2. Okay, and today we're going to be talking about finding metaphors and similes inside of poems. If you do not remember, a simile is a phrase that compares 2 things using the words like and as. Like or as. You can use like or you can use as. And metaphor is whenever you're saying something is another thing. So an example of a simile and an example of a metaphor would be, an example of a simile would be, he's roaring like a lion. Okay? An example of a metaphor would be, he is a lion. Okay? I'm talking about, like, say, like a little boy. I could be saying, he is a lion, to say a metaphor, or I could say, he's shouting like a lion. That would be a simile. Okay, so here, let's read through this, and as we find the similes and metaphors, we'll mark them as such. Okay, start at the top. My cat is a pirate. Well, that is a metaphor, because it's saying its cat is a pirate. Is this right here, oops, whatever, is a metaphor. We'll put an M right there for metaphor. My cat is a pirate, bold and sly. He steals my socks, stacks them high. There's no metaphor simile there. His purr like thunder in a jar. Okay, right here they say, in this line right here, they say, his purr like thunder in a jar. If we use like, it's a simile. So I'll just put an S right here on this. I'll put a little dividing, little dots. This is a simile. Okay, this phrase right here is a simile. He rules the couch, my furry czar. Okay, now, no wait. He calls him a czar. So that would make it a metaphor. He says, he's my furry czar. So this would be, right here, a metaphor. Oops, that's a horrible M. We'll just put metaphor. M for metaphor right there. Okay, my lunch is dancing, peas like springs. Okay, peas like springs. He's saying the peas are like springs. So this part right here is a simile. Okay, peas like springs, because it's saying the peas are like springs. They bounce and roll to silly things. They're not making any comparison. They're not saying something's another thing. So it's nothing. My juice is a rocket. Well, it's saying his juice is a rocket. It's saying something is another thing. So this phrase right here, is a metaphor. Metaphor. Okay? Spills in flight. Okay? It sprays the room with sticky might. Okay, and that's it. So we have one metaphor right here saying, my cat's a pirate. It's a metaphor. Right here he says, my furry czar. That's a metaphor. Peas like springs. That's a simile. Oh, right here. Yeah, I forgot. This part is a simile. His purr like thunder in a jar. His purr is like thunder in a jar. The peas are like springs. My juice is a rocket, and that's a metaphor. See, a lot of times they have poets, and poetry has a lot. Poets like to put a lot of metaphors and similes inside of their poems. Lots of the time, not all the times, but lots of the time. It's good to be able to pick them out, see the comparisons they're making, and yeah, try it at home, and stay in schoolie.